welcome back, fam. So I had this crazy idea, okay? My idea is to take images out of this book and use gel polish and freehand them on some of my Apres coffin tips. There will be no base colors on the nails because the images that I put on, I'm just going to leave the tops bare to where I could do the Gel-X method to apply them. So I'm going to see exactly what I can come up with, and we'll just see what happens. This is one of my favorite books because, like I said, I'm a spooky girl. So anyways, we're just going to see what happens. So I hope you guys will stick around and watch this video and just see what happens with the art. Alright guys, I swear there is a method to my madness going on right now. This is a different way of recording, I should say. But it is me. Y'all know my voice. Make sure that I'm setting up a mirror where I can see what the heck's going on here. And don't mind my girl Hess. It's her time. Anyways, we're gonna go with the Apres Gel-X extensions, the sculpted coffins, extra long. Y'all know I love these. So we're gonna be doing some Halloween art for sure, because I don't know what it is. I just really been wanting to freehand, and as y'all know, the other video I did the marbling, or I don't know what you call it. If you call it marbling, or what do you call it? It's just different. Here, let's zoom y'all in a little bit. Oh, there we go. It's cool. I might record this way too. I kind of like it, so that way I don't have to have the thing overhead with me. So anywho, so my thumb, basically with the Apres, is a size 0. And even with me having my little gel on, it still fits from side to side. There you go, side to side. So I'm a 0 on my thumb. Let me get my little nail stand out really quick and give you guys a quick pause. I do have a nail that I was working on, and it is with normal polish. This is it. Oops, there you go. Y'all can see it. So that is the paint I did with brush, or toothpick actually, because I did not want to use my gel brushes to apply the normal polish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy another set of fine brushes, and I will continue to do this kind of design in several different color waves. I might shoot another video on it with the regular polish so you could see how I do that. If you guys want to see that video, please let me know down below in the comments. I thought this one turned out pretty cool. It reminds me of like Japanese type art, so I thought it was absolutely stunning. Anywho, let's move on. So get my thumb, here we go. And like I said, I'm not going to be painting the base color on these because I want to apply them the Gel-X method. So y'all know, you know. I don't even know why these guys aren't all gummied up. I need to put some more tacky stuff on. So, yeah, I need to put the rest of them, put the tacky stuff on. So I'm going to pause you guys again, and I'm going to do that because, yeah. Anywho, BRB. I don't know why, but I really like this tacky stuff. I really do. It actually works really good for me. So I keep these on my nail stands. I just make it to where I hold down the sides of it so it doesn't like get the polish on it. And I'll show you guys how I do that. Just kind of do like a little U shape, kind of, if you guys can see. Little teeny U shape. And then I put the top of this in there, like so. There we go. Little tiny U shape. And then I just kind of smush it around it and then get the edges pretty skinny on there so it doesn't let the nail, you know, when the polish is on it, doesn't get on this. So yeah. But I do like the sticky tack on these, and for me, when I'm brushing and doing things like that, the nail does not move around, so I think it's pretty cool, and it's pretty easy to get off of there. Like, if you get it on your finger, you can get it off, so yeah, it's not bad. I just gotta clean it out from under my nail. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. I just kind of balled it up a little bit this time, but that's okay. Just gotta remember where my camera's at. Yeah, because I'm using Hello Kitty right now to give you guys a different angle. I will switch to like the overhead angle when we actually get to designing. So right now I'm just putting my nails on here. So my pointer fingers, size 5, yes. Just put them on the stand. Size 0 for my thumb. I love the Apres tips. I want more of them, like super bad. I am gonna buff these off camera so I can get them prepped, and then we'll give them a nice clear coat after we do the nail art on them. I already had 2 size 5s out. My middle finger is a 4. Right here. So middle finger, yes. I just double check because with these I can actually wear different sizes in them. These, because I know the apex are pretty deep, I like to make sure that it's perfect. So yeah, I am new at this, but I kind of learned to get, you know, tips from others to get the sidewalls to match up. So I'm a size 6 for my ring finger. Where is she? There she is. So this is taking a few minutes here. Size 6. And then I need another size 6. Size 6. I'm just kidding. I'm so weird right now. Wow, did you see that? Dude, look at that. He'll literally just fit without nothing on for me. See that? It's freaking crazy, right? It's actually on there. Yeah. I love these tips. I really want the stiletto ones so super bad. And then I need to get them, like I said, I might order them from Apres themselves. So. Size 8. Yes. Okay, size 8 for my pinky. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna have some fun. So, like I said, I'm gonna buff these guys out and get the little tabby thingies off of them. And then we'll start doing some nail art. So, like I said, I kind of want to use the book for inspiration. I might do a little witch's cauldron too, because I don't know if there's a witch's cauldron in here, but no, I think it's like hats and bats and spider webs and pumpkins. Oh, witch's cauldron right there. See? If you can see it, it's right down at the bottom. There we go. We could actually do that. It's super cute. And it's got the little bubbles coming out at the top of it. Yeah, cool. Okay. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to stop this video for a second. And then we will do the overhead after I get these buffed. I'll see you guys in a minute. Like I said, guys, I'm actually doing this on my table in my living room. So, but I start missing my skulls. And so the other day I had to bring him out. But isn't he cool? He holds stuff. I love him. I got him from Joann's when they actually were open. And then I have my Lucky Stars candle. It smells so good. I got that from Marshall's. Yeah, see, pretty, huh? Then I have my favorite skull that my husband got me. She's beautiful. She's iridescent. She's so pretty. Anyways, there's a little bit about me. And I have my other skull here. So, like I said, I start missing them. And then I had to go upstairs and go get some of my babies. And he's holding my eyeballs. So we'll be right back. Okay, here we go, y'all. Moment of truth. So I've got my outline here. Don't mind the chair. I just scooted up, oops, to the table here. All right, so I got my outline. On thumbs, I'm going to do cauldron with bubbles, and then I'm going to put a little chrome accent to make it kind of magically bubbly or whatever. Pointer fingers, moons, stars, and bats. Middle finger, witch's broom. Ring fingers, we're going to try to attempt spider webs on the ring fingers. So, pinky, we're going to go with the cute ghost. So, that's my outline. And we're going to start on the thumb first. So, we're going to grab thumb. Like I said, they've been buffed. Everything's dusted off and ready to go. So we're going to move that out. We're going to use the Pueen chrome to accent the cauldron bubbles. So here we go. Going to get some colors out, which I should have just done that before I started recording. Give me a second. Let's get the picture of our cauldron. Yeah, there we go. So it's kind of bulbous at the bottom, but that's fine. Maybe we can accent some fire underneath that thing. I could try it. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let's see if I can get something to hold this book open. Okay, so there we go. There's our cauldron right there. Alright, so definitely going to have that black for sure. I decided to do the stem of the witch's broom with this brown, which is the A109 from Beetles. And it is that color right there. Don't mind the cat hair, like I said. I don't wear designer labels, I wear cat hair. So, we're going to do the handle, excuse me, the stem, oh my god. And then we're going to do the bristles in that color. So, this is going to be a adventure, let me tell you. Ghosties are going to go white. We're going to use that one. Oh, I forgot the number on this one. C694. Then we're going to go with F97 for our white ghosts. Yeah. And we're going to do some cute little cauldron bubbles with C32. So there we go. C32. All right. So we're going to... I thought about putting the cauldron here, but, you know, I could do that and just leave the legs there and then the cauldron and then really accent the top of the bubbles. Which I think I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to do it this way. Hopefully I can, when I start detailing and painting, I can let you guys see. I'm going to try my best, okay? Because normally when I freehand, it's like, I don't have the camera on when I'm freehanding. So this is going to be an adventure for you and for me. So we're going to get our black on there first. Yeah, we're going to do this much black. I can always add more if I need it. And the black I'm using is a 220 Beetles, which is the 15 ml bottle. Okay. So we got our little black going on. There you go. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Little black. Okay, and freaking cat hairs all over the place. Let me have a drink before we get started here. Alright, mind you, I've not done freehand like this in a very long time. I used to... My papa, excuse me, taught me how to freehand pinstripe cars when I was a kid. So I learned with the original horse-haired brushes when I was a child. And it was quite interesting, to say the least. So let's see if we can get the top of... This is really hard to do this on camera. So let's get the top of our handle going this way. I'm just going to drag this brush a little bit by a little here. Actually, it's not the handle, it's the actual bend of the cauldron itself. So I don't want that too thick, but that right there should do. I'm just going to drag this back through it a little bit more. Hopefully keep a steady hand because I'm holding this up in the air pretty much. So we're going to do it that way. And I should put this down, just zoom you guys in, because this is really hard for me to hold up to the camera. So let's pause it. I'm going to see if I can get this done here, or refocused in. Okay, from what I can see, this looks a little better now. So it'll be a little better for me to do it this way instead of having to try to hold this up at the same time. So I want this to curve down a little bit. Curve down. And mind you, this is freehand, so the other cauldron on the thumb is not going to look the same. Then we're going to go with this here. So we're getting an eyeball shape, okay? That's what you want to do. So we're going to bring this one. Let's see if I can focus my eyes. My hands are shaking a little bit today. So I'm not going to continue that yet, this line down here. I'm going to bring out the bottom of my cauldron a little bit here from this way. And then we're gonna bring it out on this side. Right there. So this is what we got so far. That looks a little weird. I'm going to have to extend this line out and then bring the handle in because it's not, or the handle on this one. Yeah, see, look at that little dot. Woo! Right there. Had to bring it that way. So I'm just going to join the little handle piece right now. There. Whoops. So that one's done. It's going to look a little weird because, mind you, I am trying my best to do this and look at a book at the same time, but we're going to have the bubbles coming out. So far so good. Not bad. Okay. Now, let's at least get our cauldron outline done. So if I mess up a little bit in the middle, that's fine. Oh my gosh. I might have to erase this or wipe it off and restart because it's not... I don't know. I think the top ended up really, really bad. Cauldrons are supposed to be bubbly at the bottom. And I forgot my isopropyl alcohol, which I need to get that. We're going to have to redo this. Okay, guys, we're going to try something a little different here. I'm better at drawing. So I'm going to draw the cauldron on using my King Art. It'll help me have a better guideline to follow here. And this has a really, really thin tip. So we're going to try this. I'm hoping that it'll work. If not, I'm probably going to trash this video. So we're gonna see if this will work. I'm gonna have to do it down here because I can't hold that to the camera. So, all right, we're gonna put in the half circle first. Oh yeah, it gives me a little bit of a guideline to follow. Oh, so much better for me. Okay, now I need to angle this a little bit on each side. I'm going to horseshoe it a little bit. So much better. Yes. So then I'm going to put the bottom here on each side. Then the little feet will go there. One here. Okay, so we're gonna circle here. Yes. That's a little better. I'm gonna have to extend that piece out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually doing it off camera. I'm so sorry. I couldn't even tell. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing here. Trying to get my cauldron a little chunky, you know, on both sides here. And then we're gonna put in the top. On both sides. There. Starting to look like a cauldron a little bit. Better. Okay, and then I'm going to put my little loop out there. So you can barely see it, but it's there. This is going to be a little hard. There. So that's our cauldron. We're a little open on top, but that's okay. We gotta have room for potion. Got our little legs at the bottom. Let's do this. Okay. Doing it this way might be a little better for me because, like I said, I'm not an expert at this. Trying it for the first time. I had to literally draw it because I just can't, like, just straight up paint it. I've gotta have my lines in there to follow and... You know, let's see what we can do with this. I hope that it's going to come out better than it was starting to originally. I'm going to have to, once I get this painted on there, I'm going to have to cure it. That way I don't screw it up. I'm going to do the handle right now. You guys can see. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame again. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're going to do the handle. This is so much better for me to do having... I can't even figure out what to freaking say right now. Oh my god. Ooh, almost knocked off my isopropyl alcohol off the table. That would not have been good. Okay. We're starting to get there a little bit. I'm trying. I'm trying to follow my lines. Well, it's a little better. Dang it, I keep getting out of frame. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so we're gonna put the handle there. Okay, here we go. I think once it gets filled in, it's going to be like way better. So we got the handles going on there. It should bring this opening out a little more. Gosh darn it. That's okay. The detail in this black is going to be pretty light up towards the top of it, so I shouldn't have a problem getting everything fixed. Okay, we're doing better here. There's the handle, there's a little bulge on the side of the cauldron. We're getting there. So yeah, I'm glad I decided to draw this in first. It makes it a lot easier for me. So we're gonna do that. We're getting it. Yay, slowly but surely. And then we're gonna bring this down. Slowly but surely. This is gonna take a while. But that's okay. Long video, right? Okay. Here we go. It's not looking like much now, but just wait. When I get done with this sucker, it'll be awesome. Possum juice. Okay, so we got handles in there. My little handles are kind of off kilter right now, but that's all right. I am going to put a spacer in between here, so I'm going to cure this really quickly and then put like a slight gray, because I don't want this thing like... Actually, you know, I could add that in after I'm done curing it. But because I want it, you know, the top spaced a little bit from the bottom of the cauldron. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cure this. No, not yet. I need to put the legs on. That would be smart. Okay, there's one. Looks like a little horn. And then... there's two. Freaking hair, man. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Let me get the hair off me and off my brush. I do not need that in there right now. That would not be good. Okay, so I need to join the top a little better. Okay. So that's looking a little better now. We got little fat cauldron. He's super fat on that side, and he's kind of like, you know, it'd be like he was sitting a little differently. But, yes. We're going to cure this. I'm going to see if I have a light shale gray. That's okay. I don't have a gray, but we don't really need to fill that in because the picture, the cauldron's not... doesn't have a line in between it, so let's just do the black into it. Where are my other brushes? I need to grab those really quickly. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my paint brushes. My Royal Langlier. It's a size 2. So let's do that because it's going to work a lot better than me trying to do little mini strokes to get this cauldron filled in. So let's just do it to it, shall we? Okay, hopefully you guys can see. Just gonna start blotting this paint in there, and we will double coat it. A little bit at a time, right? A little bit at a time. Wow, all right, we're filling it in. Okay. You know, you don't have a bigger gel brush or whatever. You just make do with your paint supplies. Just make sure you clean them out. You know, clean your brushes out. Look at that. It's starting to look a little better, right? We're getting there. Slowly but surely, but we're doing it. We're doing okay. Mind you, I haven't painted with my paintbrushes in a very long time. I do canvas paint too, but I haven't done it in so long. I miss it. I should go back to doing my canvas painting. I don't know. I think it looks okay for my first attempt on a nail. Very small real estate here, so that's little cray for me. But that's alright, not too bad. I'm trying to darken it up a little bit. I keep getting a mess up right there. That's okay. We will put it in the lamp, let it cure, and then we're going to have to go over it again. But that's alright, we're going to do it. So, BRB. Okay, gals, this one's 20 minutes in, so I think for this one, we're definitely going to do the one set here, and then I will, you know, you'll see the progress of that. But, because if I chose to do both, it would take, like, for me, forever. So the next nail that we're going to get into after we do the cauldron one, we're going to be adding our little potion and our bubbles, and then we're going to do a little bit of chroming for that thumbnail. The next one we'll be working on moons, stars, and bats. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Alright, so I did the second coat on the cauldron. I widened up the feet a little bit on the bottom of it. So that's been cured. Let's start working on our bubbles. So we're going to bring in the green. You know, we could just fill that up with the green. I think it'd be cute if we did that. Like there's a bunch of potion in it. You know, we're experimenting. Let's just see what happens. We are experimenting. So let's see. So you want to know that there's potion in there, right? Let's just do it. Let's just find out. So we're just gonna bring the green in. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that makes a difference if you bring the whole green in. Yes, the other one's really super cute, but I like this. Kind of filling it in. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it gives it a better dimension that way. Then I can thin out my black line up there. Yes. I like that. I actually like that a lot better. Cool, okay. Let's just roll with that. We're still going to do bubbles on top, which I don't know how this is going to turn out, guys. I don't know. Like I said, because this is my first time trying something like this, so take a freaking long time. I still think I need to, actually, if you look at it a different direction, it looks okay. It looks like the cauldron's like you're kind of overlooking it. Cool. Alright. Well, we're gonna do this. We could make where little streams are coming out, but no, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna give it a cure. Go 60 seconds this time because I pulled that gel in there. So yeah. BRB. Okay, so are you gals spooky all year round, or do you like spooky during the fall? Well, that's what it's looking like so far. I don't think it looks too bad. I think it looks kind of cute. All right, let's start working on those bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubbles. Anyhow, let's chat a little bit while I do this. Are you guys spooky all year round? Because I love my Halloween stuff, my Halloween collection. It's pretty big, and I'm quite proud of it. So, I've got a beautiful skulls collection, Halloween decor. I absolutely love Halloween. It's like one of my ultimate favorite things. I was born in February, so are there any of my spicy Pisces out there? Any of my girls spicy Pisces? I am. My honey, I love him very much. He's a Scorpio. So we got some bubbles coming in. Yeah, my honey's a Scorpio. So you're gonna put them like that. I think they're cute. Then they'll gradually get a little bigger. There we go. Yeah. Cool. I think I'm going to use a bigger brush to get more. There we go. That's not too bad, right? A cute little wannabe bubbles. Like I said, I'm not perfect at this, but you know, I will get better over time. Like I said, this is on a nail, so I'm used to like a big canvas, okay guys? Like a big canvas where I have lots of real estate to mess around with. By the way, that was my 4mm brush. I don't think it looks too bad, but I do want to add more and kind of, you know what I mean? But I don't want them to be like so bloody obvious, like huge or anything. Let's do this one. So we're gonna go with this brush here. It's one of my painter's brushes. Let's see if we can round it out on the end. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. No, it's not. Bad idea, bad idea. Okay, I do have one that's pretty circular. We're gonna... you know what? Screw it. Let's just do what we're doing, because I don't think... Oh my god, I almost knocked over my other brushes. I don't want them bent. Yeah, okay, let's continue doing this. Like I said, this is like crazy hard for me, because used to drawing stuff and then being able to like erase, you know, whatever I've done. So with gel, it's like, oh my gosh, it's a new adventure. Kind of looks like a deformed raindrop. Oops. That's okay. We're also going to have chromes, so like they'll show up underneath a bit, which I think will be really cool. I'm just going to put a little dot right there. Yeah, see a little dot right there. And then a dot here. Yeah. Those are cute. they're not bad. So let's cure little boogers. I got like a windstorm coming in, guys. Supposed to have like 40-mile-an-hour gusts tonight, which I'm not looking forward to because I hope I don't lose power. That would like pretty much suck. So, you know, we could start on the moon and stars one while that's curing. So we're gonna bring over. I don't know where to put the moon. Of course, I could do it in the middle of the nail and just kind of have my stars, you know, like around it, maybe. Maybe the moon facing me. Huh. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. The moon. Of course, I'm gonna have to get out another color, which I'll have to get out my yellow. Be right back. Okay, guys, so I did kind of outline the bubbles with black. So I think I might do one up here, maybe. I don't know. No, I think I'll just leave it maybe like that. Ugh, bubbles are so hard to do, dude. I'm thinking about getting like mini stickers to stick in there. That's okay, though. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna do a top coat, no wipe top coat, and then we're gonna probably do the extra. You know, I might do a bubble there, but I don't know, guys. I think it looks okay for, you know, kind of, it's okay for my first attempt. I mean, it's not like perfect. I might decide to do something on the other thumb, though, instead of a cauldron. But who knows? No, we'll top coat it and we'll go in with the chrome. Maybe it'll make it look better. Like I said, we're trying this out. First time for everything, right? So, woo, I'm glad I did. Oh, shoot, dude. I almost grabbed the black. That would have been disastrous. Okay, so we got Beetles Top Gel. Here we go. We're going to do that on the cauldron. And then we're going to do some chrome because I want to see what's going to happen when I decide to do this chrome on here. I'm going to find out. I hope it will look wicked and make it, you know, make it way better than it was. Don't judge me too harshly, okay? Like I said, this is my first time trying to draw on freaking nails, which I am definitely not used to. So, like I said, don't judge me too harshly, okay? I'm not perfect. I think it's cute, though. It's kind of a cartoony, you know, Halloween cauldron, but hey, not bad for a first attempt. Alright. Cool. It actually looks better with the top coat, I think. Alright, so I'm going to give that a full 60-second cure. Then we're going to do some crazy stuff with the chrome and find out what it's going to turn out like. Okay, so that's cured. Okay, so we're going to start chroming it. We're going to find out what's going to happen with that. I think hopefully it'll cover up some of my mistakes and make it look more mystical. Excuse-moi. I gotta fix the angle on the camera. Alright, let's try the chrome. You know, if it's messed up, I could always trash the nail and just, you know, do something else. But you never know, right? Unless you try. Try to succeed. Oh my goodness. I hate the bottles of the Pueen, though. Oh my gosh. It's like, that seal does not seal that well. So look, it's all on that edge right there. It's all there. I have to be super careful with this thing. Okay, so we're going to try at the bottom. And then we're going to see what is going to happen here. Because I'm thinking I'm just going to angle this chrome upward. Try to bury some of my mistakes. It'll still shine through, but that's fine. So we're just gonna chrome this sucker. I think it'll look pretty. You know? Be like really chromy at the bottom. Like really chromy. I almost said chromy. No, just kidding. I do want to leave some of the top of the cauldron out though, but... Oh, okay. Well, I'm kind of liking that. Alright. Yeah, let's go with that. You know what, let's take the cat paw off and just do this justice, shall we? Yes. We're gonna make this super chromy at the bottom. I think it's gonna be cool. Yeah, I like it. Gotta leave some of that jet black cauldron out though. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. You can still see the little cauldron feet underneath. Cool. Add a little bit in the potion, shall we? Just a little pizzazz, a little something, something. Oh, shoot, man. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, now my potion's looking magical. Let's see if we can do that with the other little dudes. Just gonna spot them all, kinda, you know? Just kind of bring in that mystical feature, I guess. Look at that. Just kind of dotting them, you know, little by little. Okay. I'm kind of liking that. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah. See, it actually highlighted them a little bit. I do want to get that chrome in there though. You know, we could cover them a little bit, and I could put gemstones. You know what? Let's do that too. We are gonna find some small sparklies to stick in the middle of those boogers. Let's try it. Let's find out what happens. We're gonna chrome the heck out of this nail. Oh yeah, that is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're just gonna work this in. Just let it chrome it. I'll do another top coat, and then I'm going to go through my gems and try to find some small sparkles to put into this. That way it doesn't look so cartoony, but it's got a little bling, you know what I'm saying? Let's bling it out a little. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. She purty. Okay. She looking good. Just dust her Rooney off here really quick. Yes. Alright. What do you think of that? That's not bad. Okay, now I'm going to go find some gems. Get out my rhinestone glue, and we're going to have a little sparkle fest here. Just a little sparkle. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, gals, we're going to go with AB. We're going to go with the AB shift. I think I'm going to put a couple of them down, you know, there on the bottom there. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, but you know what, we're going to do it. So I'm going to put a little bit of my McCart rhinestone glue on my palette. Let's move the nail right there. Put a little dot on there, and we are going to bejewel this cauldron. Oh yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. Don't mind my husband, he just came in from outside. So we're gonna add some rhinestones to this little sucker. Maybe we can improve what it looks like, huh? Alright. I hate these little things from Walmart, these little cup things. I really need to get my rhinestones into something else. These are super pretty, though. They're really pretty. Hi, Hess. Me wati. What's up, my baby girl? Or my Hession. Honey, you stop that. Wati. What you doing? What you doing, my little lady? What to do, my little lady? Mommy's recording, babe. She's so cute, guys. She is such a sweetheart. I love my cat. I love my hussy young. Her's a cute little baby. You know what? Let's put one of those pretty ABs right here. Yep, wind's kicking up. You guys hear that? Oh, yeah. It's coming on like Donkey Kong. Alright, here we go. Just gonna put this pretty thing in there. Yes, right there. There we go. Hopefully it'll focus. Focus. Alright, we're gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna drop another one, probably like a littler one down below. Oh yeah, that's a super small one. I think that's almost the same diameter. Yeah, I think that's the smallest that I got. So we could definitely do that. Let me get my brush so I can get another dollop of glue to put on. Let's do another one here, shall we? Right there. Oh yeah, right there. I think this is gonna turn out magical. I used to have another YouTube channel a while back where I used to do like shopping at Marshall's and stuff. But I got totally burnt out. Yes, I know, baby. Check that out. That looks cool, right? Look at that. Alright, we're just going to keep adding our rhinestones in, find out what happens with this little guy. I do want them coming up from the bottom, so I'm going to drop 2 here. Yes, we're going to put some glue there. Now, it's funny, I'm just like doing to myself. Oh God, let's see. Let's bring in this one. There. Then we'll bring in another one. Yeah, if you screw up on your little bubbles and stuff, girls, just freaking add rhinestones. That's what I'm gonna do. Because if I screw up, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bling some crap out. Why not? It's my art. I can do what I want. Okay, let's see. I want to start getting bigger eventually, though. So we're gonna put a medium-sized one right there. You know what? Let's do this. I think it's still gonna be cute, no matter what. Because it's like mystical, kind of like crazy Halloween, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Having fun, though. It's the whole thing of creating, right? You gotta have fun. You know, let's go with this. Oh, I don't want 2 in the freaking thing. Something about my wax pencil, like, it'll pick up freaking 2 at a time. So much for putting the bubbles on. I'm rhinestoning this sucker out, man. Yeah, I'm just like, screw you, bubbles. You didn't turn out the freaking way I wanted you to. So I'm just like, bling-blinging it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, right? Get a little bling-bling cauldron going on. I like it. You know what? If you don't succeed, try again. Just figure out what you're gonna do and just roll with it, girls. That's what I'm doing. It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. Where's my big mamas? Yes, you know what? Let's go crazy. Oh, yo, where did you go? Where did you come from? Oh, I had another one on my wax stick, evidently. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So like I said, if you screw up on your art, just like, bling it out, man. When in doubt, bling it out. Do you guys watch any comedians at all? Like, I love Bert Kreischer. He's so freaking funny. And Jeff Dunham. I love Jeff Dunham. Who is the other guy? 30 degrees or 30 seconds to cool. Dang it. I forgot his name. He's so freaking hilarious, though. Oh, he's blue collar guy. Blue collar guy. Darn it. Oh, it's not Jeff Foxworthy. It's, Girls Have a Brain Fart. Do you guys know any of the blue collar, comedians? My husband was in here. He'd tell me who I was thinking of. Me and him do that. We'll be thinking of something and, like, the other one will just pop up with, like, whatever, you know? Oh, dude. I'm kind of liking that a lot. Okay. This is definitely going to be a longer one. Honey! Oh my god, I don't even have to ask you. The name came to my mind. Bill Engvall. So I like Bill Engvall, girls. Bill Engvall, Bert Kreischer, Jeff Foxworthy, Larry, what's his name, honey?
Yes, you're right.
Larry.
The cable guy.
The cable guy. I like him too. He's funny. Get her done. I know. It's going to be a longer video. But you know what? We're designing, so we're having fun here. Let's see. What do I do next? Let me bring some little guys back into this. Right there. Which I do top cut my rhinestones because, like, it's the way to keep them on there so they don't like, freaking go away. I don't want a small one. I want a big one. Big one. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. This is definitely going to be a magical freaking cauldron, guys. Magical cauldron. I can imagine Winnie stirring the pot. Making the potion to suck the lives out of all the little children. Child. That's freaking funny. I love it when Winnie's talking to Mary and she's like, I smell children. And Winnie's like, what dost thou call that? And Mary's like, uh-oh. And Winnie's like, It's freaking funny. I love it so much. Yes, Hocus Pocus, one of my ultimate favorite movies. Because I'm a big child at heart, but that's okay. Oh my god, dude. Yes. Dude, when in doubt, bling it out. Look at that. That is isbomb.com. I like it. And I think I'm going to add some, you know, little guys maybe. No, you know what? We're just going to roll with that. I think that's pretty. I like it. I do need to cure this though. And then, you know, I could put a couple of bigger ones up there though. You know, I'm going to do it anyways. My nail. I'm going to be wearing it. So why not? Let's go for the gusto here. And I'm not going to paint, I'm just going to dot with my frickin' Macart because I want this sturdy as she blows. Which I'm saying that and the wind's going nuts outside. So, yes, I want to do one here. Ooh. That's the only thing is like, see that? Look at that. Alright, we're going to go one there. Yes, and then another one up there. And we're going to call it good for this nail, guys. Yes, let's go. I like it. So, freehand Halloween cauldron. Okay. Now I'm going to put 3 more rhinestones in. Then I'm going to... Oh, God, I love these so much. These are like $3 something at Walmart. Look at that. Look at the bling. And then with the chrome, I think it looks cool. Yes. I'm so glad I recorded this video because, you know, I really wanted to document my designs and what I come up with. And it's cool to be able to look back on a video and go, yeah, I did that. I think it looks awesome. So I'm going to let these cure and I'll be right back. You know what, girls? I'm a very idiota because instead of doing like the gems and stuff, I could have just done these beads right here. See those? These are perfect for bubbles, but they're very round. And this is a freaking witch to get out. Oh yeah. See those? They're perfectly round. Look at that. Perfect. And they're the AB colors. I didn't even think about that. Oh well. Trial and error. But that's okay. I think it turned out pretty cool with what we did. I think it looks cute. I like the gems. So, I'm going to top coat this one. We'll be done with this nail. Then we'll move on to moon and stars and maybe some bats. Okay, so that one's finished. I don't think it turned out that bad. I think it's kind of cute. So, not too bad. Now, we're going to get started on the moon and stars one. I do have stars charms, but that kind of defeats the purpose of freehanding it, so I'm not going to cheat. I did freehand the bubbles, I just covered them up. So, there's that. So, let's work on this one now. I'm going to do the moon. Da, 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 da. Clean off that brush. I'm going to use this one. And then we'll find detail pieces. Let's see how it goes. I kind of want the moon to be like that. And then I'll put a bigger arch on it. So we're going to start out like that. Now, time to bring in a smaller brush. The hook. There we go. A little different. There. That's not bad. I think it's cute. Cute enough. There. That's not bad. I like that. So we're going to go with that. I do want to put a little bit more of a point over here though. Oh yeah. It's so much better. You guys see that? Here we go. There. Okay. We're gonna put that in the lamp. Let it cure. Hey, Hess. Come here, Baba. Baby. That's my girl. Chimahasyon. Wati wati. Precious little baby. Thank goodness it's taking a while. Okay, there's the moon. Now we're gonna work on stars. So what I'm gonna do is not traditional, you know, like stars. I'm going to use this color right here, 0134, or is it an E? I can't see it. I need my eyeballs. Oh, E134. And this is the color. I think it'll be pretty. So we're going to use this one. And then we're going to paint in stars. So let's bring you guys down. Hopefully it didn't bug your eyes out. Let's do that. Okay. Alrighty. Oops. Gosh, this chair keeps getting caught on my hardwood floor. Okay, so no cat hair. So we're going to put a dot of this. Oh yeah, there we go. I think this is gonna turn out pretty. Junior. My goodness. Don't mind the dog. Okay, so we're gonna use the 12mm liner brush. And we're gonna see if we can this is my first attempt at doing these type of stars too, so you never know what's gonna happen. So we got one line there. And I'm doing this with like glitter paint, so I figured it'd be kind of fun. It's very dainty, but that's okay. So hopefully you guys can see. There you go. You see a little better. So I'm gonna drag this brush through. There we go. Put a little more paint on it. Accent the top. Put a little bit of a tail. There you go. Then I'm going to put one dot here. As you can see, kind of looks like a flower though, but that's okay. I think it's cute. Another one here. You guys can tell. There you go. And then turn the moon. I'm gonna do one. Oops. Right here. A little dot there. Oh, hopefully it'll focus. I don't know what it's doing. And then we're gonna do one here. Pretty light. Then we're gonna do another one over here. Sorry guys, it's so hard to look through the viewfinder and see the camera. So we'll do a small one there. These ones are going a little bit better because stars are a little easier for me to do. Very tiny. Okay. Then we're gonna do a little dot there. One right there. One here. And then we're gonna go with another one right by the moon. There. Okay, not bad. I think they're kind of cute. Then we're gonna do another one down here. We're gonna bring it this way. Let's just get, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm so sorry, the framing. It's so hard. I'm just trying to paint and then I look up and like it's out of focus. Yeah, it's like way out of focus. I don't even know. Okay, so we're gonna do another one there. I kind of like to put little dots like in between my big parts of my stars. I don't know why I do. I just think it's cute. Sometimes that's what I see in the sky. The stars don't always look round to me. Sometimes remind me of little space sunbursts, I guess you can say. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. I like it. I think it's pretty. I like it. Okay, and then maybe another little guy right there. Let's see what happens. Just put another little guy right here. There we go. Put his little dots in. This time, oh, let's just do this. We're gonna thicken him up a little bit at the top. That was an accident, but that's okay. Put there. And then we're gonna do one up here, right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. We're missing one right there, little guy. We're gonna do one more little guy right here. You think? You like it? Okay, one more little guy. Hi, Hess. Look at my baby. Look at mama's baby. She's so cute. She is freaking cute. Then we're gonna do a dot right there. Boom. This one right there. Then we're gonna do another one right here. There's another one there. Yes, I like this nail. Yeah. Simple. I was gonna put a bat, but I think, like, if I put a bat, is it gonna add too much? Because this nail's already got, like, a lot going on. So, I don't know. I think if I add a bat to it, it's just gonna, like, it's just gonna be too much, you know? It's gonna be way too much going on. And I do have some bats, but like I said, this is a freehand challenge for myself. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. And then maybe put some dots in. I might, yeah. Maybe put couple of dots just out the paint itself, just to kind of accent, you know, just like one right there. Then we'll do one here. There's one there, one there. Then we're gonna do one, I think, on the side here, right there. Yeah, little dot right there by the moon. And then we'll do another one. Let's put it there. Hi, baby. Right there. See? Then one more up there and we'll be good with this now. Yeah. Okay, girls. There we go. Moon and stars, even though they kind of look like snowflakes to me, but that's okay. This is going to be a long video, but it's a long process, so you know what? Why not have it in real time? Okay, so I'm going to cure that, and then we're going to do the, oh god, the witch's broom. That's going to be crazy. Okay, so this video is long, but you know what? We're having fun. Okay, next, let's show you what the moon and stars turned out like. I think it turned out okay. Holy crap, it's cute. Let me see if I can put something behind it instead of my skin, huh? Let's see if it'll focus. They're pretty iridescent. I might add something to this maybe later on, but I don't know. For right now, I think this is a good base to go off of. So we're going to move on to the witch's broom. Hi, baby. Don't mind my Hess. She's, has her little womanhood going on. She'll be 2 years old in August on the 1st. So, me and my 2-year-old. All she does is coo. She doesn't do anything else. She is absolutely perfect. Hi, baby. She just loves to be around Mama when I'm doing my nails and stuff, so. And then I have my other kittens, or my other cats. They're older cats, but I call them kittens. They're all my children. Okay. Speak of Bibis. Okay, so we're going to do the witch's broom. I'm kind of wondering which way I should face the bristles. Maybe down towards the tip. So we're going to do the handle up here. And then kind of have the bushy broom coming down that way, I guess. You know what? Let's try it. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, we're gonna reference the book again real quick. So we're gonna find a witch's broom. Found it. Alright, so that's the picture that they have. I love the top of that and the way that the handle is shaped and the way that the broom's shaped. So we're gonna try it. Let's see if we can do it. Baby. Honey. Oh, goodness, child. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. If I can get my darn book to stay open, that's the problem with this, is trying to get it to stay open. Oh my god, my other light died. I didn't even know. Wow. Okay, so maybe that explained why our lighting's a little off. Yeah, I have an Anchor power block, and this thing is amazing. It'll stay on for like hours on end. So I've had that light, my other light that holds my phone on, for hours. Hours and hours on end. So, okay. Here, there we go. That way y'all can see the broom. I'm going to put my Anchor power block on there to weigh down the pages, so yeah, there we go. You can kind of see the corner, but that's the way that I can actually see it. So, here we go. We are going to use this color, which is A109. It's a very, very dark brown. So, we're going to use that one next. I'm kind of getting dots of color all over my palette here, but that's okay. That's what happens when you're doing what we're doing. Baby, you're gonna have to stay back there. I got wet paint, honey. I know, my baby. Brush that I'm gonna use, because we're gonna start out a little crazy here. Maybe I might go with the 8mm. Yeah, we could do the 8mm. I could get the curvature up on the top of the broom. Okay, we're using it as a reference, guys. We're not doing total accuracy for the book, but we are going to just embellish and do what we're going to do. Honey. Oh, she's just wanting to be loved. BB. Easy, easy, honey. Sorry, guys. Yeah, babies, you know what happens. They are beautiful. Hi, honey. Baby. So we're going to leave the hook like that on it. And then we're going to curve this way. So we're going to have a mystical broomstick. Girls. Mystical. Mystical broomstick. Not like Harry Potter, okay? It's going to be semi-curvy. See what you could tell right there. So we're doing a curve to it. I'll try to put some notches in it for, like, the wood piece, or, you know, like the knobs of the wood, or, like, where they would have cut off tree branches. We're going to curve it like that. I think it'd be super cute to have a curved broomstick. There. So we're going to go like that. What do you think? Then we're going to have our broom plume coming out of that, out of the top here, and we'll kind of make it look like a little thing. All right. I'm having super fun with this, so let's do it. We're going to cure this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. And cured. Now, we're going to go on with this, and we're going to plume it, like, right there at the end. So, well, I call it plume, but it's maybe not the right thing, you know. So, we're definitely going to do this. So I'm going to add that. can kind of see the broomstick piece there, but once I cure it and go in with another coat, we should be good and golden to cover it. Actually, we did pretty good at covering it right there. So I'm going to give that a quick cure. Then we're going to go back in. I might get this cleaned up a little bit. Let's see what I can do with this here. I kind of want to round it off a little at the top here. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so I've got an idea. So we're gonna try to make it as symmetrical as possible, and then I'll cure it. Oh, cool. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's do that. Okay, here we go. So that's what our witch's broom's looking like. So we got the plume here. We're going to add a little stripe of brown there to separate, and then we'll add the bristles in. I still have to add like the little tree branch knocks up the broom though. So like I said, we're going to do a little brown stripe. Should probably get you guys zoomed in here a little bit more. Hold on. There you go. You can see what I'm doing. So we're going to add our little stripe. Oh, crap. It went too big. Dang it. I had too much paint on it. Ah. Okay. Let's thin that out a little bit here. Here we go. We're going to thin it out a little bit. Right. Oh, that's better. I was like, why is my frickin' thing moving? There. It's better. Little detail. Okay. Ah, I like that. It's a lot better. Be a thin line separating. You guys can see that. There you go. Real thin line separating the top from the bottom. Okay, we're going to cure that. All right, we are dried or cured. So now we're going to work on the bottom of the broom. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to start working this. We want to go a little shorter than the actual line, so there we go. We'll just bring it to there. Make sure you guys are in frame, or I'm in frame, I'm sorry. Okay. There, so we got a wide fanned bottom part of the broom. I like that. So I'm going to give it a quick cure. And then we'll add a little more color to the bottom, and then we'll stripe, maybe put a stripe through, or actually just, yeah, I think it's cute. All right. Actually, I think the broom looks pretty cute, just like that. I'm not going to put any stripes in it. I'm going to work on the knocks for the wood, and then we'll cure it. So we'll do one there. Do a little one right there, so you guys can see. Okay, we'll add another one at an up angle here, right there. There. So I've got some knocks in there, or some, you know, wood pieces. notches, not knocks. Oh my gosh. There. So there's one right there. I think that's what we're going to do. Simple but cute. All right. So we're going to cure this one, and we're going to move on unless I figure out something else I want to add to this. Okay. It's almost 8 o'clock at my house, so we need to get on this. Spider web. All right. This is the inspo, which spider webs are not friggin' totally straight. We all know that, but here I am trying to do this, so I'm just gonna put paint on there. There we go, more paint. And it's like I said, like 8 o'clock, so I'm getting tired. I need to finish this video. So I'm going to get you guys positioned and zoomed down a little bit. Like I said, spider web is not going to be perfectly straight, but you know what? If it's curvy, it's curvy. Because that's the way real spider webs look, so we're just going to try it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but they all need to join in the middle. I do know that. My husband just came in from outside. So. Yeah, it wants to curve. These brushes are like, oh my gosh, hard to use. Like, it seriously does not want to go straight. I do not know why it's got like a hook in it, and I haven't even had it by my lamp. You see that, guys? It's got like thick. So I don't know what's going on with my brush. There's nothing in it. Yeah, there's nothing in it, built up in it, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to use the 12mm. Try to get this to thin out a little bit. I'm just making it thicker. That's fine. That is fine. Not going to be perfect. These are definitely going to be some pronounced spider webs. That's okay, though. The thicker the better, I guess, right? Just kidding. Okay, so I got my 3 lines going out. I just need to make my 4th line, too. My God, this is like a hell long video. That's okay. It happens. These are definitely going to be some pronounced spider webs. It's alright. A first is a first, you know? Like I said, this isn't going to be perfect. But you know what? It's a first attempt. It is what it is. Let's see if I can get that to stay stationary. My hand's starting to shake. Oh yeah. She thickums. That's okay. So we got one going up there. These going this way. Alright. We're going to take the little brush now. I can leave that there for a second. These thick spider webs on the outside, but that's fine. Okay. There's nothing in my brush. I'm going to cap this one because I'm pretty much done with it. So, I used to have an orb weaver. She wasn't mine, but she was super cool. She lived on our front porch. So like when we go outside, we'd say hi to her. It was absolutely cool. I love spiders. I like black widows. They're like one of my ultimate favorites is a black widow. I know I'm crazy because of that, but you know, I absolutely love them. Bit by a black widow when I was, I think in my early 20s. Yeah, she was in my bed and I didn't know about her. So she got me. It was quite the experience, let me tell you. But I don't know. I just always liked spiders. So anyways, back to the orb weaver we had on our porch. She was absolutely beautiful. She was like a brown color. And she had like tiger stripes in her print, like a tiger. It was super freaking cool, man. Yeah. Not too bad for my first attempt at spider web. Kind of like it. I'm kind of really liking it. As long as I don't screw it up. Which I almost did right there. Almost. That's okay, though. Trying to make sure I don't mess it up. Like I started doing okay, and now it's like, whoop, wonky. I get my curve in it. Had to build that one up because I kind of messed it up. That's okay. You know what they say, you're not going to get it like the first freaking time. If you do, you're like totally freaking talented. Me, I'm learning, so I might as well take advantage, you know? Just try to learn what I can and just practice my art. So, how are you guys doing today? You guys doing okay? Anything fun and interesting happen? It's not too bad. It's kind of cute. That's what it looks like. I'm not discouraged by this. I think it's okay. Like I said, like spiderwebs like are not perfect. I love the way Orb Weaver does theirs. It's like so pretty. You ever watch Charlotte's Web when you're a kid, you know? And then I see Miss Charlotte and what she does. I'm gonna add like a little bit of a squiggly here at the end, you know, kind of like a little hook. A little hook. Oh, it didn't turn into a hook, but that's okay. I think it's cute. It is what it is. Oh, there we go. That looks kind of cool. Actually, I like it. It kind of goes boom all the way across the nail, but hey, I freaking actually like it. I'm gonna stay with that. Dude, that's sick. Alright, and then we're gonna have one. one more line there, and I think I'm going to call this Justice. That's my Jack in the background. She is such a sweetie. She's a biting kitty, though. Like, if you pet her the wrong way, she'll bite. But I still love her. They're all my babies. They're all mama's babies. Yeah, here we go. My first attempt at a spider web, so I think it's okay. It's not the best, but, you know, first attempt is a first attempt. So, anywho, we're going to clear coat this one. I might do a little swirly woo up there. Oh, where's my short bristled one? Gotta find it real quick. I don't know if I want to do a curly Q up towards the top. I mean, I could, you know, like, put a curly Q up there. You know what, let's do it. Let's just do it. Stop talking about it and do it. So we're going to try to put a quick little curly Q up here. There, okay. Looks like a cattail. But that's all right. I actually kind of like it. Oops. Darn paint. Ah. When you're trying to be like very careful, it just seems to, paint seems to split on you. It's like, gosh darn it. Okay, there we go. There's the top, spider web, and then there's the bottom, which I'm thinking I should do one more right there, just in case to add it. Yeah, because it kind of doesn't look right here. It needs to go up a little bit, and then it's like my spider web wasn't complete. Yeah, I'm going to just join it right there. Our wind is like crazy. So it's not as bad as it was though. Yeah, I think that's going to be good for this one. And then the ghosts are going to be easy. And then we can wrap this video because my poor phone is warm and so are my lights. Alright, y'all, I'm going to throw the top coat on this real quick. And then we've got the last one, which is ghosties, and then we'll be wrapping the video. Okay, here's the spider web. Clear coated. Hope you guys like this video today. Most of mine will probably be longer videos when it comes to me doing, or it comes time for me to do nail art. So just letting you guys know. Okay, we're gonna do simple ghosty on there. All right, scoot in my chair. Let's get you guys zoomed in. There we go. I'm gonna move these out of the way. I'm gonna get my white on this palette. I'm gonna have a little mess to clean up. That's all right though. Okay. So the color F097 from Beetles. Okay, so we're gonna do a ghosty action. Like I said, this ghosty is probably gonna be just pretty simple, but it's not perfect. So this is the picture for inspiration. I'm not gonna do a funky face like that. I'll probably just do the two eyes, you know. But there we go. So, let's see what we can do with Mr. Ghosty here. We'll probably do fine detailing with the bottom of the brush, but I want to get like a more of a, oh my goodness, don't mind everything. I got people coming in my house, so we're gonna wrap this video though. So we're gonna use this brush, and my husband's on the phone, so the family member. So we're gonna do the ghost facing this way. So we're gonna do the head. Hess is cooing. My animals are moving around. So I'm gonna go like that. So we're just gonna get simple ghosty. So there we go. I don't know what that looks like. It looks kind of crazy. But we're gonna bring in the paint here, and then we'll probably put his little cape or whatever. I don't know what you would call it, but we're gonna fine tune the bottom of him. So let's just kind of make his little, there we go, and then bring it out this way. So he kind of looks like a blob. But that's okay, you guys will see him actually coming to life in a second here. Let's see if we can put his little shoulder blades up better. There we go. Sorry for the interruptions and the sounds today, guys, but you know, it is what it is. I record in my living room, so there's that. Okay, so if you can kind of see what he looks like. I don't think he looks too bad. Widen his little head a little better. There we go. So we got kind of shoulder blades built in, and then, or painted in, built in. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go with this brush here at the bottom to kind of get his cape, or not cape, but sheet fixed. So I'm going to take some of it out a little bit and tatter his little sheet at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of slowly do brush strokes in it, kind of fade it and bring it down. There we go. You can kind of see how I'm doing that. And I kind of want the, you know, a brush stroke look to the bottom. And then we'll put his little dots in. And we'll almost be done. Alright, we're going to put his eyeballs in real quick. And then I might do a little white and drag at the bottom of his little thing. I haven't decided yet though. Put one eye there. There's one. And got the other eye right there. Don't mind Hess, guys. Like I told you, she's doing her thing. So there's our little ghost. I think he looks okay. And then I'm going to add a few more details into his little, let's see if we can mix a little bit of gray and black together. We're going to do that really quickly. I've got my black over there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of it over with my brush, my other brush here. we could get a gray going on. Yeah. So we're going to do the bottom of his little cape with a little bit of gray. So bring in some of this black right here and just kind of mix it. There we go. A little bit of a gray. You guys think of that? Okay, so we got our colors mixed. We got the black. So we have a light steely gray here. Okay, which I do like. I don't even know why I didn't even think about that earlier. And I'm kind of wanting to do like a a fan effect kind of on the bottom of him. So maybe if everything goes right, I can use one of my other brushes here to create that effect that I want to go for. I'm using some of my paint brushes for what we're doing, the nail art. But that's alright, as long as I clean it, should be fine. This one's wispy enough. I think we can get away with doing the fan out on this one. So let's go for it. I'm gonna put this away. Actually, I'll clean that one and then I'll put it away. So here we go. Hopefully this turns out. We're gonna pat this brush a little bit and we're gonna just kind of give him a little more dimension. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Guess a dry brushing. That's what you could call it. So I'm just trying to be really careful and just bring in, you know, the gray a little bit at a time. Check that out. Doesn't that look cool? Kind of looks like his little sheets all tattered, you know? I think it looks pretty cool. Just kind of go under here under his little armpit and just kind of get it to drag down a little more. Right there. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Focus. Yeah, right there. Okay. So we're just going to kind of, like I said, dry brush it a little bit. So we're going to start working right there. Just keep dry brushing. Kind of down towards the bottom here. There we go. That looks cool. I like it. All right. I think that turned out pretty good. So, let's see. Yeah, not too bad. I actually like it. I think it turned out cute. So there's our little ghosty. Let's bring that up a little bit. Right there. There. Here we go. A little ghosty. Looks cute. Little sheets tattered. That's what I wanted. So, alright. I'm going to put him into cure and then we're going to wrap the video. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to add a moon. Like right there. Right there. Little moon. Let's do that. And then we'll wrap the video. Yes, we'll give him a little moon action. Just a little moon. Just a little ghost under the moon. You know what? Instead of getting out more paint, I will just add the moon in with the detail brush. And then we'll call this good. I didn't even know what I was going to do, but oh, this is what came to mind. Hope you guys don't mind. She's, like I said, she's kind of doing a heat cycle thing, and she is going to be 2 years old. August 2nd of this year. So, she'll be a terrible 2. Hi, sweetheart. What's my baby? She's so happy. My husband is full on taking advantage because normally Daddy can't hold her. She will bite him. So now that she's in a totally loving mood, he's purely taking advantage. You guys can barely hear my husband, but he's gorgeous. He's in the background. He's right behind me, to be exact. And did you hear that? That's my husband. Talking to Hess. Oh. Our moon looks like an egg. That is fine.
It's okay.
Okay, my baby. That's as good as our moon is gonna get, guys, right there. So, there it is. Okay. We're gonna cure, then I'll top coat, and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, that's it. We are done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Took a while for sure. Which one's your favorite? I kind of like, I say the cauldron, but then I also love the spiderweb and the ghost, and then the moon. So that's my picks. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Much love. P.S. Remember, wherever you are, morning, noon, day, or night, you are always welcome here. Mwah. Big hugs. Bye-bye.